So, super busy day. Starting tomorrow, my ride's coming to pick me up at 7 o'clock. I'm going to take him out to breakfast for giving me a ride up to the lake. And I think he's going to day hike with me. So, thank you so much, Mike Clark, in advance. Really appreciate it. Another angel on this trail for me. So, what I did today, let me catch up from last night. So, we got home from Frisbee golf. It's kind of late, so we just grabbed something to eat from one of my favorite junk food places. And talking junk food. They have Gym Boys here. They do not have Gym Boys where I live in San Diego. They have them in Sacramento as well. I don't know where else they have them, but if you ever see a Gym Boys, it is fabulous. I think they like sprinkle crack or something on the outside of the taco shell. I don't know what it is, but it is really good and it is really addictive. So if you get a chance, try Gym Boys. So we grabbed a couple of tacos, came home, just kind of chilled out, and did not do the errands I should have done. So what I should have done is what I did this morning. I went to the store because I forgot my larger smart water bottle at home. I'm going to be using smart water bottles to store water on this trip. For day hikes, I typically use just, a bladder. I like the convenience of the hose, and just it's back there, and a lot of times I'll freeze half the bladder so that I have something cold against my back as well as cold water to drink. But I just find it more convenient with the amount of stuff in my pack rather than dragging a bladder in and out and having to take stuff out and shove it back in, and it's that's what those side pockets are for. So I'll be using smart water bottles, and I actually have a little adapter tube and bite valve that I can shove into the smart water bottle and still have the access to the water at the ready. So because I do enjoy that. I don't like to have to stop to get a drink of water because I can't, most of the packs they make, for me anyways, being a smaller person, I can't just reach back and grab it, unfortunately. So I did that this morning. I stopped at a store in town, and I also bought some, I think I'm going to butcher the pronouncement, permethrin. I think I pronounced it right. Anywho, and I treated my tent today, and I got some of my clothes as well, but I ran out, so I sprayed those with DEET as well, and then let that dry so that I could get that all squared away and get my pack together tonight. So where else did I stop? Oh, one thing I did do that was fun today, I brought my skates up with me. I rollerblade, so I brought my skates up with me, and Reno has a great river trail. It goes, forever, just miles and miles, all the way through town. You could pick any section of town and have something lovely to look at, and I just enjoy it. And especially out where I'm staying at my friend's house in Sparks, you go out to this end and there's not as many people, and so it's really for those serious exercisers or what have you. So it was nice to get in a little bit of a burn before my hike. That's what I've been doing in part to train. It's kind of funny because I never hear anybody mention rollerblading as a training tool for hiking, but it just seems perfect to me. I'm not having a whole lot of elevation gain and loss on this trip, as compared to where I'm from down on the PCT, where you really, you can really climb up in a few miles. But still, I think it's helpful, the roller skates, you know, build up your legs a lot, you know, especially the glutes. So if you're doing any climbs, it does give you some strength and stamina there. So that's been helpful. And plus I just enjoy it. I've skated for a long time, 25 plus years. So I enjoy it. I don't think of it as exercise. I think of it as fun. So it's a great way to, you know, still keep my body moving and have a good time and enjoy being outside. So along the river today, I saw some, not necessarily baby geese, but teenage geese and some squirrels and lizards, of course, and things like that. And it was just nice. It was very pleasant. I think it was in the low 90s when I skated, but the humidity is, you know, so lacking here that to me that was comfortable. As you can see, I have a sweatshirt on. My friend has turned the air conditioning on in the house, and so while the house thermometer says 77 degrees, I put a sweatshirt on. So we'll see how I fare on the trail when it gets down, you know, in the 40s, possibly 30s at night. You know, crossing my fingers for my Enlightened Equipment quilt. It's 0 degrees. I'm a chilly camper. So while most people would think that's overkill for the trail, I'm hoping I'm gonna be warm. So, and anyways, it's a quilt, so I can open it up and still be comfortable. So that'll be one of the things that I'm keeping you updated on. But let me see, so what else? So after I skated and went to the store, then uploaded a bunch of videos. This vlogging thing is new for me, so I did not realize how time consuming it is and how dependent you are on a strong signal. So for some reason, my friend lives in some sort of kind of vortex that has no strong signal. So I literally walked out to the sidewalk. I finally gave up. I walked out to my car and to do my running around, and within minutes my video was loaded. I'm like, wow, you're kidding me. You know, it's just like a matter of feet from the house. Anyways, so hopefully bear with me. I'm going to be trying to load up video as I, you know, record, you know, so that I don't get behind, but it's all going to be dependent on time and Wi-Fi and power source. So, what else? So then I came home, treated my tent with some permethrin, let that dry out, and then jumped in the car to go up to the lake to get my permit. So I called and I said, okay, is this the right office to go to? You know, I'm on my way up, coming to get my thru hike permit. Oh no, you gotta call somewhere else. So I call over there, and then oh no, you gotta call somewhere else. So finally the third call I make, she's like, no, you gotta go here. And I said, oh, well, what time do they close? Oh, well, they close at 4:30. Oh, great, I'll be up there, no problem. I was there by 3:30. That office wasn't open. So I called and I said, oh no, I'm here. I'm in Incline Village. This office isn't open. I don't know if that person got sick, what have you. It was supposed to be open. It regularly is open, but I don't know what happened. Hopefully that person is feeling okay. Not sure what happened. So luckily I got a person at the other office, which is in South Lake Tahoe, which is only about 30 miles from there. You know, look, this office isn't open. You told me to go there. You know, where else can I get? There's nowhere else. There's one on the west side of the lake near the north end, but it was just difficult. So, and it was too far to get to. So I said, I'm coming your way. I'm only 30 miles away. And she's like, you're never going to make it. And I said, yeah, I am. You know, I'm very familiar with this area, you know, and shouldn't take me that long. And she's like, no, I would check. You're going to, anyways, she was absolutely right. There's road work everywhere. And South Lake Tahoe has just gotten worse with the traffic and the slow and the tourists and people not looking where they're going, and you know, it just was ridiculous. And I pretty much did 25 miles an hour all the way from Incline Village to South Lake Tahoe, and it took me over an hour. So anybody else who is looking to do this, know that. So anywho, their office closed, and those folks were nice enough to stay open and wait for me. They were very sweet. It was an older couple. They were just very nice, and it was just, I couldn't be more grateful. They were just super nice, and I would have been really upset because my ride tomorrow was going to drop me off nowhere near either of the offices at way before either of them were even open. So I was kind of like, what am I gonna do? So I'm very grateful. And then too, I learned a little bit about what they had going on there. I did not realize that all those people are volunteers. I did not know that. I know, you know, when I did my Idlewild hike, that, you know, those are actually staffed, you know, paid positions. So anyways, and they were excited about being volunteers. I thought that was great. They're, you know, and they even said, hey, this is great for retirement. We move around and we do this for a little while, go somewhere else and check it out. And it was great. It was, so they were very nice. I was very grateful that they waited a little bit for me to show up, and, you know, and everything got taken care of. So that was very nice. So then after that, I still had my second resupply to take care of, because my friend who I'm staying with here in Sparks, Kevin, is going to come and join me for the middle portion of my hike. He'll join me through Desolation Wilderness, and he's going to bring my first resupply. So to remind everyone, I've split the trail up into 3 parts, so with two resupplies. So so I have to figure out what to do with my other resupply. So what happened with having to drive to the other office and showing up there late, and it's already late in the afternoon, and anyways, all the post offices are closed now. So now I'm like, oh no, what do I do with my second resupply? So I ended up going to Alpenglow Sports. It's a gear shop. So, and because of the traffic, so South Lake Tahoe to Alpenglow Sports in Tahoe City took me another hour. So all you folks out there, they're getting ready to do this. Just know, and this is midweek, mind you. This is not the weekend. So if you're doing this on the weekend, it's going to be way worse. So, so I get to Alpenglow like 15 minutes after they close. I don't know what was going on today, but I was making it everywhere late. So I get to the front door, and I'm pressing my little face against the glass, and I see this lady like counting out money in a register, and I was just like, please, please. And she, you know, and she saw I had a box, and she's like, oh, do you just want to drop off a resupply? And I said, yeah, please. And she said, okay, yeah, you know, just make sure that you mark it really well. Anyways, so she gave me explicit directions, and then you'll see on the video that I took of her on what you want to do if you do want to use them as a resupply pickup spot. You know, she was super nice. It looked like a nice shop. They have plenty of resupplies items if you don't want to drop off anything there and you just want to purchase stuff. She said she's got you all taken care of, plus they have gear and repair stuff if any of your gear needs repaired, so that's always good to know. Yeah, so she was super nice, and I was very grateful for her to let me in, and even after hours again, and so it was nice. And so then I get back on the road, and I'm driving around the lake still, And so now I'm setting my water caches. So I set a water cache at Brockway, and of course I overshot that. So I had to backtrack a little, and then the person that's giving me a ride tomorrow actually helped me out a little bit with that. We just happened to be texting back and forth when I was like, where is this? So I've got some video of that, and you can see where that is so you don't overshoot it like I did. So it was so late by the time I got all this stuff done. I decided to not set my second cache, and so I talked to a person who just finished last week and what they thought about that, and they're like, you know, you'll be fine, don't even worry about that one, that one's all squared away. And I think that I have a water carry capacity where I'll be fine. I'm going to be carrying 2 1.5-liter smart water bottles, another liter bottle, and then my Sawyer squeeze bladder is a liter as well. So what is that, 3, 4, 5, potential of 5 liters. I think I'm gonna be fine. So very busy day. And then on the way home I had to stop by Target because I of course broke my sunglasses today. So yeah, so I was really glad it actually happened today and not on trail, because that would just been a pain. So anyways, it was real easy, and I just ran in really quick and exchanged some sunglasses. So which Target, I don't know if anybody knows this, they have a great exchange policy for their sunglasses. I didn't know this until I talked to I happened to be there one day and ran into the sunglass rep. I don't know, but if you break them or whatever, you can just take them back into the store and they'll replace them. So it's been absolutely great. I have a pair that I really like because they're super lightweight and very comfortable, but they're not the most sturdy, and so I have to replace them every few months or whatever. So if it's free to replace it, and if it's not too much of a pain in the ass to, or pardon my language, to get to the store, then you know, hey, why not? So that's what I did. So let me see what else to update you on. So as far as my injuries go, let me see, I'll show you my it's on this arm? No, it's on the other arm. Okay, never mind. There, my burn looks worse, but it's getting better. And then, oh no, if you can see where I cracked my head again, it's a little bit more visible to see, but it's getting better. It was itching last night, so to me that means that it's getting better. So hopefully that will be the extent of the injuries. We'll see. Again, in my very first video, I talked about the troublemaker, my one toe that I will be keeping an eye on, that's been giving me trouble hiking lately with blisters. So I'll keep you posted on that, but it should be fine. So I'm super excited to start tomorrow. I can't wait. There was a little bit of struggle with getting everything kind of lined up, getting the stars to align. There's a lot of things to coordinate, but it's all done. Doesn't matter if it's not. I'm going tomorrow. Everything's all set. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm excited also because the air quality is so much better up at the lake than it is down here in Reno. Although I have to say, today I could actually see Mount Rose from the valley floor, and according to my host, you have not been able to do that in a couple of weeks. So so that's a huge improvement. So and like I said, the air quality up at the lake was just way better than it was down here. So I think my ride tomorrow is planning on doing a short little day hike with me. So I'll film some video of him if he chooses to be part of my video journey, and you can meet him tomorrow. So I'm sure I'll be super stoked and taking lots of pictures. And so if you're enjoying flowers and landscapes and overlooks and vistas, and you're gonna get a lot of that with my video. And then hopefully too, I want to introduce you to some people and also go over some of the gear I'm using, and whether or not it's working, and what might work better, you know. So hopefully that will help future hikers doing this or another trail with choosing some of their gear. I know that in watching other people's videos, that's helped me a lot. So I'll give you my opinion, you know, take it for what it's worth. And so tomorrow, bright and early, see you on trail.